heading to the office to share with you my story about how I use content and how I used it differently to get more clients and to get better clients, to get higher ticket clients, and to really leverage one specific point that I'm going to mention in this video. All right, I'm back in the office and I wanted to share a controversial idea here, and it's something that sounds completely backwards. See, I create organic content like so many coaches and consultants out there, and I spend money on ads to push it. But here's the thing. I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. In fact, if you showed up ready to buy right now, you're probably not my ideal client. And while competitors chase the tiny top 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5% that people are ready to buy today, burning ad budgets with book a call now, etc., I'm doing something completely different. And it's something that closes around 80 to 85% of my calls without having to sell at all. And here's the thing, it's the opposite of what every marketing guru tells you to do. So stick with me for the next few minutes here, and I'm about to show you the dark secret that quietly steals clients from everyone else in your industry. So here's the problem. Here's what actually is happening in your market. Now, everyone else is chasing the same tiny group, as I said, the top 1 to 5% who are ready to buy now. They're in the buy mode. There's maybe another percentage there of folks who will buy soon, kind of in that area. Coaches, consultant agencies, they're all fighting over the same people with the same aggressive tactics. Book your free call right now. Strategy sessions available, limited spots, act fast. Yes, go. Now, this works, and we have done it, and for the 1 to 5% of your audience, yes, they will buy. But here's the real problem. You're ignoring the rest of your market, and these are people who will buy from someone, just don't know it yet. They don't trust anyone yet, and they're still learning and comparing. And here's the thing. These are actually not tire kickers. These aren't broke leads. These are your best future clients. Again, not instant, but while you ignore them, they're learning, they're researching, they're watching content. Maybe they're watching this content, and eventually they buy from whoever taught them the most, where they feel the biggest trust, and that is consistently the case. And yes, this is in fact personal branding at its best. So why not make sure that person is you? This is what the video is all about. And the contrarian kind of approach here is, I do this differently, and as I said, here's why it works. Step 1, I run ads to teach. I run free trainings, I'll share case studies, I'll share a framework they can use today, an approach that we have used. There is no pitch, there is no sales call, just real solutions. That is in step 1. Now, as we move forward into step 2, I collect their name and email. You always want to do that, but not for some sleazy pitch scheme. I'm building a real audience with a real resource for people who are open to the message. Because every email makes them smarter. And or I show them a transformation that they didn't think was possible. And here's step 3. This is critical. I don't ask them to buy anything until I've delivered at least 15 to 20 touches. For example, 20 teaching moments, 20 stories, 20 chances for them to know me, trust me, and believe in my methodology and our approach. And step 3, this is critical. I don't ask them to buy anything until I've delivered at least 15 to 20 touches. And examples of this would be 20 teaching moments, 20 stories, 20 chances for them to know me and to trust me and ultimately believe in my methodology. And you probably have heard of the old rule of marketing. It's 7 touches. It's really back from the 1930s, I believe. The new reality is B2B buyers, they need at least 10. Case studies have indicated more. And while competitors pitch on email too, I'll mention it on email 10 or 20 before I even really call anything out. By the time they book a call, they are already in. They're not deciding if they should trust me or go with me. It's only how and when. And sales calls becomes a strategy call, not a convincing call. And it really faced very little objections. In fact, no objections left, right? They were handled weeks ago through my content. And there's big payoff here, okay? This is where it gets fun. This is an exciting piece of it. As you know, competitors, I mentioned this at the top, they will burn cash trying to close cold leads. I'm closing 80% of my calls. And these are same-day decisions, full payments, guys and gals who are excited to start and to get going because they didn't meet me yesterday. They've been learning from me for weeks or months now. And they trust the process. They've seen the results and they already believe. Belief and trust is huge, as you know. And this approach compounds. Your YouTube grows, your email list grows, your authority grows, and every piece of content that you put out there will work for you forever. You can go to my YouTube channel, this is the one you're watching now most likely, and see what I'm doing. You can blend in a more direct response ad campaign through remarketing, of course, and kind of start getting more omni-channel on this. But ultimately, it's about teaching, building trust, pre-selling clients by quality content that transforms. So while you're working with current clients, all of this is working. You're putting your kids to bed, you're sleeping. It's a fantastic system. Now, it's not overnight, clearly, but it's steady. The steady hand wins, as they say. And it's sustainable. And it quietly steals clients from the hype and urgency crowd, as I mentioned at the very top of the video. Here is the question. What if you stopped chasing the 1% and started serving the other side of the market who will buy in the next 60 to 90 days? What if your ads educated instead of pitched? What if your emails built trust instead of pressure? What if your prospects showed up already convinced, ready to go? Well, good news. I teach this system, how to structure content, how to run profitable educational-based ads, how to build emails that serve and sell. We don't want to forget that. So if this resonates, drop a comment. And my question to you is, what kind of business do you run? And what's your biggest challenge with client acquisition? We deal mostly with high ticket, by the way, FYI. And I read every one here, every comment on this channel, and I'll respond to you. So, and also, of course, if you're not subscribed, hit that button. If you like these videos, go ahead. This channel is built on this philosophy, consistent values, real stories, and practical frameworks that we use. So there's no hype here and no overnight promises. That's one of the challenges, right? Just sustainable growth. And hey, guess what? I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.